And now, the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
I hope no one chokes on anything. I'm all about love here on the Bonfire. It's Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Big J. Oakerson, sitting here with arguably most favorite person in the world, but
Jacob Attack?
definitely in my top three.
Oh, dude, 1,000%. I have withdrawals of you, Jay.
Yeah, me too.
I love you.
I can't quit you.
I love you so much.
What we're doing
I
now,
looked right at Christine as I said that. I went, "Your man's my man."
Understand, bitch.
Your man's my man. In here, in prison.
Full disclosure now, you'll know if this happened probably by this point.
Well, this is volume 2 of the Voyeur. So not to give it away. It's Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95.
Yeah, I did all that.
Oh, you did? Okay, yeah. I was too busy looking at the floral arrangement.
That's what I'm saying. We have some pro flowers here, and we're trying to get Jacob to go over. We are pre-recording right now through a porthole.
It's a Lost Tapes.
To John Fugelsang. This is, of course, a Lost Tapes. And we just got a big delivery of pro flowers, and we so badly...
Beautiful 24 stem roses.
Want Jacob to unfurl this bouquet and bring it in there and say it's for the Bonfire. Peace offering from the Bonfire.
This is a peace offering. You know?
Just beautiful flowers.
Why don't we clean the studio together?
Yeah. Maybe we can all clean the studio a little bit, and
maybe
this place up.
Maybe this really looks like how the world could be. If we all just cleaned our studio a little bit. We could all have pro flowers.
We could all have pro flowers. Look, I'm drinking a Diet Coke right now. This can won't be here when we leave.
I'm having a cafe.
I don't live life that way.
I'm having a lovely house brew from Cafe Metro. A little bit of cream. You know where that cup's going to be? The trash.
The garbage. Where it belongs. We have a dog dick dildo.
What a great,
we got all kinds of things.
That sentence just came out so perfect.
We have a dog dick dildo. We have a lot of things here.
We have a dog dick dildo
and we leave with all of it. Am I right?
Trying to leave with one of those baseballs off the wall, but I am garbage.
Always leave with our shit.
Always leave with our shit. Sometimes we'll leave with a little bit of extra shit.
Yeah, we'll take
some shit that wasn't even ours.
I don't know. I'd love to have a high heat sign in my bathroom.
But in a peace offering, since he never ever has any fun with radio rivalry with us, I'd like somebody to go deliver those flowers to him.
Yeah, Jacob says it's too hot. Now, again, I wasn't here. Of course, I was across. And Black Lou and I weren't here. Neither one of us was here.
We've already covered this on the live show, I know for sure.
Well, then you remember I was in character.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens when I'm in character. Outside of the realm of the set.
Oh, you're lost.
I'm lost in the character.
Don't make any plans with Dan Soder, because you're not going to get a hold of him for hours.
All right. Yeah, you thought Andy and Jim was a fucking documentary? You should do Soder and Mafee.
And Mafee, by the way,
I get lost.
Mafee has to unwind for a couple hours after shooting.
Oh, there's some real gross stuff that happens by a river.
Before you find Dan Soder again.
Yeah. I usually wind up naked on a bank of a body of water, like a werewolf.
Like a woof.
We're coming back with volume 2, the finale of The Voyeur.
Yeah.
Or just Voyeur. Documentary on Netflix.
Voyeur, yeah.
About Gerald Fuchs and the motel that he owned in Aurora, Colorado.
Dan's old stomping ground.
Goddamn right. The place where they grow
motel addicts.
Tall white dudes with brown hair. If you like those, go to Denver.
Let's give you a quick little, go scroll up a little bit there, Christine.
Did you ever get any drops off Gerald Foos? Not yet. We need some Foos drops.
Oh, yeah.
Well, of course, it started with, how he became a voyeur. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, he owned a motel in Aurora that he would watch through the vents. He would watch people.
In the attic. He made the
attic.
Everything. He made the attic a space big enough that he can comfortably go up there and look down through all the vents into the rooms from the ceiling.
And he's clearly
and fat breathe in the ducts.
Biggie breathe.
Hey, yo, Gerald Foos, you got a mad nice little get up here. I'm just watching people.
Yo, these beams gonna hold me on.
I'm about to drop on them. Like a Black Macy's Day float. Come right through the roof.
Black Caulfield in the attic.
Call me
that
Black.
Dog be sniffing around too much. The heat is old.
Yo, I love lasagna. I hate Mondays.
Yo, John, turn my levels up. Turn my levels up.
Yo, Puffy my John. Faith my lasagna.
Yo, Odie, hold it down up in the whole place.
Yeah. Gerald Foos. But my favorite part of this whole documentary is, and something we've talked about, he's clearly a pervert and he tries to act like it's scientific.
Yeah.
The entire documentary is
I'm
like,
a sociologist.
I watch. I do my data.
You see what they don't
I'm looking
know
through
is
the
I'm a
window.
sociologist.
I look through the window. And I notice.
And then
My aunt's got some real dirty cushions.
She's
What?
got
Are
a
those not
real
working?
Thick bush. And I used to masturbate to it.
And also to remind you, he's from Alt, Colorado, where my grandfather is.
That's right. So he jerked off to his aunt.
And that's
he thinks psychologists will want to study him because his brain is so unique.
Yeah.
That he jerked off to a woman that's not his mom.
My favorite part of Volume 1 was when Gerald talks about him watching people like it's hard work, like he's working in a coal mine.
Oh, yeah.
Poor old Gerald's up there, and she had to bring me a Coke and sometimes even a sandwich because I was jerking off to other people.
And then he was able
What
to
kind
find...
of stepped-on woman?
He was able to find a second wife.
Anita!
Who was also...
Love Anita.
Into...
I'm a big Anita guy.
Actually, I shouldn't say into anything. She wasn't in... What she was into was him doing whatever he wants.
I know Gerald just likes to watch me pee.
And whatever makes him not, like, focus on her. Like, she's fine. Like, by all means, go in the attic for 48 hours. What do I give a shit?
I would never trust someone that'd be that cool with me being a voyeur.
Oh, she hopes he dies like a wall rat up there.
Yeah. I hope to find him in 2 weeks. Every day I climb that ladder and hope to just see a pile of bones. Sometimes it rains and I pretend it's mice eating his dead body. The way the water smacked.
Do you have it brought up?
He turned on headlights to watch people have sex that they turn the lights off in the room.
And also it should be said that it's the other character in the documentary is Gay
Talese.
Gay Talese. I almost said Talese, which was a last name of someone that I didn't want to give away.
A gay?
A gay, yeah.
I mean, I don't want to call that gay.
But Gay Talese, who's a famous writer, was writing a book about Gerald Foos.
Who's also a bit of a hand job himself.
He's definitely
all of his, where he has to bury himself into it, journalism.
It's not journalism.
Immersive journalism. It's always something like, someone's got to get the story of sex commune in San Francisco.
Yeah.
We gotta get to the bottom of this. He goes, I'm gonna have to live amongst them for 6 months to see how their lives are.
There's a society.
And sure, I had sex with lots of women over those 6 months, but that's how I learned.
Do you know what it's like to live among billionaires in Monte Carlo? I had to do it. I had to. For the journalism. Sure.
You know what it's like to live on a boat where the help have to have sex with you upon request?
Yes, I went to the first ever exclusive tit-fuck university. But I had to, for the peace.
He's a bit of a knob, too. He's just an old man now.
But now it takes a real dark turn. When they start digging into the memoirs of Gerald Foos, he brings up a story that gets a little dark. And that's where we'll jump back in on The Voyeur. Netflix.com or apps, whatever.
Or Netflix.
Whatever.
Apps. Those flowers are just going to go purely to waste.
No, they're not. We're going to give them to John Fugelsang and everything's going to be okay.
Return on your investment, except once in a while if you see a murder.
We don't have it on the screen at all.
Oh, shit.
But also, I'm happy I only heard the audio of that. Look, in these situations, sometimes you're going to see some fun stuff, sometimes you're going to see a murder. I don't think always.
It's not all jizz and caviar. Sometimes you gotta spill some blood for your art.
You're going to live your life looking at a toilet cam. A lot of times you're going to see hot chicks taking a shit. But every now and then, you're going to see a guy drown another guy into a toilet bowl.
You know what I call that? I call it the Foos ratio. For every 7 bones, you see 3 murders.
Is this Sister on the channel?
Oh, that's crazy.
227.
No, it wasn't. That was Jack
Sister.
That was Sister.
That was definitely Sister.
Because that was Venus Flytrap from WKRP in Cincinnati. Not the drill sergeant from Private Benjamin.
Yes.
Done. Keep going. Deeper.
I knew
more.
That would
you're like this autistic kid of Mercury Rising.
I know all that. 227. I don't remember the name of the guy, but Florence Henderson's not Florence Henderson. Huh?
Tim Reed from WKRP.
Tim Reed is in Sister.
Yeah.
That's Venus Flytrap.
Yeah.
The husband of Florence, her name was Marla Gibbs. Mm-hmm. Florence was her name in the Jeffersons.
Is this your new Nick at Night segment?
Yeah.
We just go back and forth with a bunch of people that might be dead.
The guy who played, no one knows what I'm talking about. The guy who played, Marla Gibbs husband on 227 was the drill sergeant from Private Benjamin.
I think you and Jacob and Lou are you're the triangle understanding this, and Black, Lou, Christine, and I are the younger group going like, this is just uncle talk.
You ever heard of the show Private Benjamin?
I remember the show Private Benjamin, but I never watched it. It was one of those things where I'd always skip past because I was like too young for it. I was like, I don't want to watch this.
Yeah, I can see that.
Then I'd catch a Magnum PI and it'd be like, ooh, what if he was my dad?
You were more of an Airwolf guy?
Oh, yeah.
My favorite.
Of course.
Airwolf?
I have a whole... I could go off on that.
You're a Jan Michael Vincent head?
Can we bring up an Airwolf
trailer
on YouTube?
Before you do a big thing happened to me.
Okay, can you stop breathing weird? Like you're about to pass out. Okay. Jake, I've never heard Jacob.
I was going to come out and say it.
He goes,
look, you say Airwolf and things start.
It's a whole long thing.
Are you
I
about
don't know
to?
if you want to get
Are you going to?
Dude, wait, is
this your hashtag Me Too?
Yeah.
Your story?
Oh God, if Airwolf raped you,
Fugelsang get you?
Look, when I was a kid, the show that meant more than life itself to me was Airwolf. Like, that was the most important thing. So much that my friend Jack, to this day, said the entire year of 8th grade, he couldn't talk to me because he said all I would do was talk about Airwolf. I was so fucking annoying.
So you were the autistic kid from Mercury Rising?
I lost a lot of friends over Airwolf.
But let me tell you, it was on 2 seasons or 3 seasons, and then they canceled it.
Well, let's watch the trailer right here. We have the trailer up right now for the whole series.
Probably for the movie.
Oh,
it was a TV movie that became a series.
This says the series trailer. The movie trailer's pulled up too, so maybe it'll be the right one.
I'm confused which old man shit it is.
You don't remember Airwolf?
No, I'm only.
Dude,
Let me explain. Can I explain this?
No, we gotta watch the trailer, dude. Let me explain. Let me learn what the show was, because I was just agreeing with Jay. I've seen it like once or twice, but I have no investment the way you're invested.
Oh boy. That Stringfellow Hawk.
Yes!
Oh yeah, tell me all about it.
Dude, I just love seeing a guy who looks like he's in sketch makeup.
Oh yeah.
That looks like it's sketch comedy makeup.
See,
who's he?
Now, there's a reason I don't remember stuff. There's a big reason.
What's that?
Well, if you want me to
Every
get
time
into
you were
it,
watching Airwolf, your dad used to beat the shit out of you.
Those were closed-fisted sessions.
The last time I watched Airwolf was when the show was on, and then
you had to go in deep remorse?
Happened. Yes, because what they did was, when they canceled it, a year went by, and then they brought back the new Airwolf.
Oh.
And you have to understand, the whole plot of Airwolf is that Stringfellow Hawk is like a Vietnam vet. Now, I'm vague on it because, like I said, I purposely didn't watch it for 35 years now.
Jesus, I didn't know we were going to revisit this.
Wait,
we just
you have to hear
open
this.
Jacob.
Because there's a prologue to all this.
Okay.
So the whole plot of Airwolf, Stringfellow Hawk is his brother's lost in Vietnam, and he wants to find him, but the government tasks String to go get Airwolf, this mad guy in Europe, developed this killer helicopter.
Okay.
So he goes and he steals Airwolf for the American government.
Got it.
And the idea is he has to bring it back and hand it over to the government.
He steals Airwolf, the helicopter?
Yes.
Okay.
This thing is so futuristic.
Yeah.
It was at the time. If you see it now, it's a little dated, like they have a...
That ain't nothing but a Cessna with a machine gun on the side.
Yes.
My friend John wanted to be Airwolf. That's why he's a Apache pilot. It's pretty badass.
String brings back Airwolf, but he says, I'm not giving you back Airwolf to the American government. I'm hiding it in a hollowed-out mountain in Montana.
Do you think he says Airwolf this much when he says it? Guys, I know you sent me to get Airwolf, and you want me to give you Airwolf, but I am not giving you Airwolf.
Jacob, hold on. Are you wearing a wire? Why do you keep saying Airwolf? We're aware of the product.
Can I tell you?
You're talking like you're clearly wearing some sort of recording device.
Are you working for Airwolf?
It's gonna have to kill you.
Jay, I have 2 solid pages on notes that I wrote on this a month ago because something happened that was so big about Airwolf. But I don't have. Yes, you don't understand what the show meant to me. So let me continue. But String brings back.
Jacob, this is
Wait,
so
where
great.
we're at? String stole Airwolf. Government wants Airwolf back. He says, "I'm not giving you Airwolf."
No, you won't
He
get back
goes in there
Airwolf.
and he's all like, "You want Airwolf? You're not going to get Airwolf."
You gotta get.
Come
You
get
have.
Airwolf.
You have to prove. You have to find my brother Sinjin Hawk,
Okay.
who I know is still alive, despite everyone telling me he's
What
dead.
are their nationalities?
He's American. I don't remember the origin of why it's called Sinjin, but that's another thing that you got to remind me.
His name is String.
Stringfellow Hawk.
Stringfella.
Now, so he says, I will fly Airwolf on missions for you if they're righteous enough. So Airwolf is always like the Hulk at the end.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
45 minutes goes by, they barely use Airwolf, and then finally they bring it out.
They did that with
and it solves.
the TV show Viper.
Right. And Airwolf, you have to understand, was a combination of like Blue Thunder at the time and Firefox, if you know what I mean.
Hey, that's basically, you're talking about My Thunder in Paradise, starring
Yes.
Hulk Hogan.
Love Firefox.
Love Firefox
And-
too. The video game too. Nintendo 64.
Here's the big thing. Now, String is...
I killed a woman
who worked on the staff.
You don't understand how much the show meant to me. I was such a douche about it.
I stole a helicopter.
Such a fucking douchebag about
No,
this
let's
show.
get. We have a whole radio show to get into it.
Now
the
look.
Voyeur can wait. Just clip that first part off, and we'll just start the show, and then we'll restart the Voyeur show.
Now look, String, his best friend is Dominic Santini, who
Yeah.
is played by the great Ernest Borgnine.
Ooh.
Dom runs Santini Air, which is a charter helicopter service.
Okay.
But he's secretly the co-pilot of Airwolf, and if you ask me, better pilot than String sometimes.
Really?
He'll-
I want to state this right now on the bonfire. That is a Jacob Patot feeling.
Yes.
None of us are saying that Stringfellow Hawk is
I'll
not a good.
co-sign it.
I won't. I'm a Stringfellow guy.
Ernie Borgnine over Jan Michael Vincent?
Sorry, dude.
All day, every day.
I'm Jan Michael Vincent to the day I die. Yeah. Get back to trashing Stringfellow Hawk. My
No,
favorite
I
pilot.
loved String. But
Well,
here's what
I'm a
happened.
String.
The show goes on, and I watched it diligently, and then they cancel it. I had no idea at that young age, I think, what cancellation was. What do you mean it's not on anymore?
So you became a nihilist?
I didn't believe in anything.
I was miserable, but then I hear in the paper there's no internet. They're bringing back Airwolf. So I'm beyond happy. And then the pilot episode of the new Airwolf, it turns out, totally new cast. The only person that comes back is Jan Michael Vincent, who I learned was such a raging alcoholic that he needed the money.
Give me Airwolf!
He was actually a guest on Howard 15 years after the show was canceled, and I was horrified at the shape of him. He's the
he
best
looked
looking guy
crazy.
ever. He was the good looking
Can you
young
bring him
guy
up
in
now?
Hooper. He was Burt Reynolds.
So this is your hero. This is your guy.
Yeah, but he was a heartthrob. He was the young guy
Well,
in Hooper
all right.
that Burt
Clearly.
Reynolds was supposed to be intimidated by in Hooper. That's how good looking this guy was. And then now he's a train wreck.
Can you bring up him
So
now?
season 4 is the...
Yes, so season 4 is the new Airwolf. But here's what happens. They can't get... Ernest Borgnine wouldn't come back to basically hand over the keys to the new cast.
Well,
so
fool
here's
him
what
once.
they do.
Jesus.
In the pilot episode.
That's him?
Yes. That was
Holy
the sexiest man alive in 1979.
fuck.
Yes.
Quit drinking, everybody.
Yes.
Just stop
No.
drinking.
Heartbreaking.
Christine was 3 weeks before.
That was Christine the night she was yelling at you. Ah, Jay, you don't know what producing is.
Yeah, I'm producing Voyeur pie. You don't even know.
No, look at my not milky eye.
Yeah. Sure, I look like a dog that eats out of recycling bins.
Yes, I'm a post-apocalyptic wolf.
Yeah, I got some coyote blood in me. What of it? What of it?
J. Michael Vincent has mange.
Dude, Jesus.
Mother.
Dude, if I thought I wanted to quit before, I'm so glad I've quit drinking Lou.
And now he's land wolf.
Oh my God.
Now he's a land wolf.
That's really funny. He's a gutter wolf.
Motherfucker.
Dude, that is rough.
Yeah.
Airwolf. Sign autographs. What do you want?
But he
Give
was
me a bottle of the
He
strong stuff.
He always comes at you. You guys here to see J. Michael Vincent? Oh! Son of a bitch!
When he finally gets a bottle, he undoes it and he goes, "Oh, here comes Airwolf." And he drinks the bottle.
so sad.
Yeah, but he's a fuck up.
He was a miserable. He was alcoholic.
Did Stern get out of him what
Howard
caused it?
didn't really know. He knew of Jan Michael Vince, but he didn't. I mean,
well, he didn't have a producer as fiery as you.
He didn't share your love of Airwolf.
Yeah, Jesus. I mean, legitimately, we found the thing that you want to talk about the most.
So what's the thing?
Let me tell you. Yeah. So in the pilot episode of the new Airwolf, they have to, because Ernest Borgnine was such a big part of the show, they have to write off his character.
Okay.
So what they did was, Jan Michael Vincent gets out of a truck at one scene of Santini Air, and from an extreme long shot, he waves to Dom, and they cut to what is only an old fat guy wearing Dom's jumpsuit and signature red cap.
Yeah.
It's clearly not Ernest Borgnine. Extreme long shot, this guy is waving, and then explosion happens, and that's how they kill off Dom's character.
And that made you furious.
Furious, and after that, I refused to watch the new Airwolf.
You don't even know where it went from there.
No.
What if I told you?
Until cut to a month and a half ago. I have to admit, I have pretty bad insomnia.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can't sleep. I just think about Airwolf. Where's the mountain in Montana?
Until they resolve this season 4 bullshit.
But is Ernest Borgnine upset?
I get up, it's like 1:30 in the morning on a Thursday.
Yeah.
I start watching the TV. I just turn on the TV and start scrolling through the channels. Channel 12,083.
That sounds made up.
1,200.
It's not.
1,200.
1,283.
Yeah, I was like, are you on that satanic one from Stay Tuned?
Are you on Weird Al Yankovic's UHF?
1283. I can't remember the goddamn name of this channel. I had written it down with my massive notes.
Hi, Jacob. It's me. Your sleep channel.
I see on the guide, back to back to back, I see Airwolf, and I went, oh my God, in the first time in 35 years, or 30 years, I'm going to watch this show. I click on it, that episode, it's already in progress, it's the new Airwolf.
Oh, nice. Did you stick with it?
It's so bad. No, but I hadn't seen this season, and it's a whole new cast. It's horrifically shitty, and then I read up on it. Apparently, this season was just a write-off, and they wanted to get the show into syndication.
Yeah.
It was only 3 seasons, so they wanted to get it to 100 episodes.
So they could syndicate it.
So this was the season that would get it over into 100, but the budget was so low they couldn't use Airwolf. So all the footage of the new Airwolf was stock footage from the old show.
That's great.
Really?
And you knew that because you're such a super fan.
The helicopter is never in the scene with the actors. It's always stock footage of it.
Really?
Yeah. And there's this scene where they're in Afghanistan. Yeah.
Oh, so I will say this. You can tell it just has the A-Team vibe.
The theme song, I still get excited hearing. It's the greatest non-lyric theme song to any show. And the helicopter sound is still the best, because Airwolf is like this mythical creature.
It is funny that the helicopter,
when it hovers,
bullets though still shoot, they go pew.
Yeah. And the helicopter is archaic now. It's like a VHS camera.
That's great.
Do you hear it?
Pew, pew. But when it hovers, when Airwolf hovers, it's the coolest sound ever. Jay Den, it goes like this. Can't explain it. And then it screeches like a dragon when it's in motion.
So it does a dusty wind? Okay.
Boy, can you pull up the hovering of Airwolf? It's the best.
Like that?
Even more eerie. I can't do it now
Eerie?
because I'm too excited. My mouth can't make the sound.
Is that how it takes off? That's how a dragon sounds.
It kind of roars
if you're
when
driving
it's
in your car, just put your window down.
Anyway, I'm forgetting that.
Let Jay get in there.
Go. Hey, this is Airwolf.
Like this.
Hey, it's Airwolf. Just hovering. Just waiting for you. Waiting for you to make a move. Hey, it's me.
Sleepy Airwolf.
Hey, it's me, Airwolf.
Hey. Morning.
Hey. Hey, Airwolf, you want eggs?
The I swear the clip.
Hey, Bed Wolf. You want to fuck before breakfast, Airwolf? Look at what you do to me. Oh, looks like somebody woke up before me. Oh, you ready to go on Santini here? Oh, wait a second. Oh, wait, look. Looks like Pants Wolf's awake, too. Oh, no. Is that Skin Wolf? Looks like you woke up Boxers Wolf. You want to do a little dry wolf? That means dry fuck. Let's go.
They used to have the clip on YouTube.
He's trying to attack your lap. He's trying to attack your lap wolf. Day, are you going to be that empty? Are you going to be that empty mountain in Montana? Oh, your lap wolf. So scary. Oh wait. Oh, I'm going to finish. Pew. 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 Do you have it? Yeah, you found Airwolf sound effects.
The clip of Dom dying, it used to be, if you type on YouTube, Dom's death scene, Airwolf, it used to be on air, and it used to be
let's
on
watch
YouTube,
this
and
real
I
quick.
think they pulled it.
Because it was too good?
It would make me mad. I would watch it once a year. Just
Did
to
you have
grab
it
my-
flagged,
to
and now
this
you
day.
regret it? You don't get to see it anymore?
It's not on YouTube anymore. It's you can't find it on the internet.
You've looked recently?
Yes.
Well, let's play the sound effects real
Since I
quick.
saw the new Airwolf.
Is that it?
Yeah, there's better ones than this one.
All right.
Wait.
You're tuning it with your mouth.
You have to understand, when it leaves the mountain, it's in a secret mountain.
Yeah,
And
I
the
know.
government could never... They were always trying to find Airwolf, but String kept it in a mountain.
They never checked the
How
secret
did he-
mountain.
Now
How
it
did he
sounds
find a secret
preposterous.
mountain? How did he find a secret
He
mountain?
knew of a hollowed out mountain.
He's
and
knew
nobody,
one? He's a mountain realtor?
And they kept like this electronics that made the government not be able to
He
find
string
it.
fella.
String, my name's Diane. I'm a former hot girl. I'm going to be your mountain real estate agent.
And
I have the perfect mountain for Airwolf. It's spacious, it's in Montana, and it's guarded by a certain layer so that the government can't find you.
He would always play the cello to unwind on the dock.
What an asshole.
I mean, I thought he was cool, and he would like...
What an absolute asshole to watch him drag his cello down to the dock.
At his home.
I want to kick him into it. I want to kick him into the water.
Wait,
Well, you had to have seen it then. You may have thought, if you would see it, you'd probably think different.
I saw one episode of Airwolf. That's why when Jay said it, I was like,
Christine,
I've seen that.
do the
But
videos of
all I
Airwolf
remember is
flying
a
around.
helicopter blowing shit up.
I'm going to admit...
I'm not going to lie. The episode of Airwolf that I watched, the first half I watched it because I thought it was an Iron Eagle that I never saw.
Iron Eagle 6.
I swear to God, I was like, oh, they finally moved Iron Eagle to a helicopter.
It's called Iron Eagle 6. Louis Gossett Jr. still alive?
It goes, Iron Eagle 7. Is that still Louis Gossett
Is
Jr.?
that Lou Gossett Jr.?
Is that still him?
Oh, the guy died through enemy mine.
Iron Eagle 9. Does Lou Gossett Jr. need help? Financial help?
Hey, Digstown.
I love this theme so
Digstown
much.
was great. I love Digstown.
They've never made a better theme than this.
Is this what you get ready to in the morning?
It's straight up synthesizer.
Yeah, we could make it on a Casio. It sounds like a Techno Bowl game.
It sounds like the song that the Nerds play at the end of Revenge of the Nerds.
Yeah. Lambda, and Omega Moo.
I am the fucking galactic. Lambda, and Omega Moo.
Dude, I
Out
love
comes a lambda 3 feet tall.
Ah, shit, Christine. Now bring up the fucking Revenge of the Nerds song. Please, God.
So I just love that Jacob loves this so much.
Love this show.
I mean,
so real
there's a
to
lot
me.
to Airwolf. I mean, we got to get to a lot of stuff in Airwolf. Number one, we've got to get into an interview with fucking the star String.
But if I saw the show, like I said, a month and a half ago, and the equipment on Airwolf, archaic by today's standards.
It sounds like the same.
This could be the beginning of Airwolf. Filmed at the University of Arizona. Go Wildcats.
Timothy Busfeld?
Yeah.
Bear down.
Is that where the Mega Moves are at?
That's where the whole thing takes place. Adams State is actually University of Arizona.
Oh, is it really?
It's my campus.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like, you know when they get kicked out of, they get kicked out of the place and have to live in the gym and all the basketballs fly over? I used to play basketball at that gym every day freshman year. That was
It's that building.
Bear Down Gym. Now it's like a bunch of offices and shit.
Really?
Yeah, Bear Down Gym. That's University of Arizona. Like where they got kicked out, it's like one of the oldest dorms. You see the fountain in it? Old Main. I remember some of that stuff.
That's a good school to do it at, because that place is it's only known for partying.
Yeah. Well, ASU is more of the party. Arizona's not for party. U of A. That's what someone called it.
Turn it up, Christine.
Yeah.
Omega Moon.
And we come here on stage tonight to do our show for you. We got a rockin' rhythm and a high-tech sound that'll make you move your body down to the ground. We got Poindexter on the violin, and Lewis and Gilbert will be joining in. We got Booger Presley on the main guitar.
Booger!
Fine little old me.
Is the person who recorded this off their television on life support? Do you hear that?
Darth Vader. He goes, Omega Moo.
Lambda, and Omega Moo. I hate nerds.
They use my mask without my consent in this movie. Let's get back to Airwolf. Jacob's favorite.
They make Darth Vader a rapist.
Dude, yeah, that is the rape. That's a rape.
It's completely a rape.
The nerd rapes her at the end. No one talks about that.
Oh yeah.
I disagree. First of all, I don't buy that.
Oh, he takes the mask off, but he already eats her out, which she thinks it's her boyfriend.
He's making the point.
A lot of
Jacob's made this point to us before. I
smoke a lot of pot. I forget that we've argued the rape and revenge of the nerds before.
and we came to think.
Sorry that this has been an issue that's been addressed at my job.
She didn't seem to be hammered in any way.
No.
And the thing was, exactly the point of being like, if like, I slid out of the way. If Christine didn't know that you were wearing a mask, you couldn't convince her if you were wearing a mask that you were me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, she'd feel the difference before anyone fucked her.
Also, yeah, it was a nerd versus the star quarterback who's just built like a brick shithouse.
Exactly.
She's like, hold on, where the hell did your body mask go?
Fucking Jefferson Darcy. What's his name?
Yeah, it was Jefferson Darcy.
What the hell's his name?
John Goodman in that movie, too.
He's in everything.
Let's go back to
McGinley.
Let's go back to, good call. Let's go back to Airwolf. Speaking of nerds, let's Jacob nerd out for Airwolf.
The episode I saw of the new Airwolf on TV.
So you only watched one?
I've only seen that one from 2 months ago. Yeah.
So you didn't stay up? They put you to sleep?
I watched that whole one. No, I didn't fall asleep, but
you just punched the wall?
I was too excited
you just did knuckle
at least
push-ups?
I saw the helicopter.
So is this the trailer that we never watched?
Why is there, I swear to you, related videos? Well, this is what... There's a video on related videos, everyone. I just want you to know, if we don't get to it,
here's
my
him playing
vote
the
is
cello.
yes. It says Indian Thriller, and it's an Indian guy wearing a Thriller jacket. And I'm just saying, we don't have to click it. We don't have to click it. Not everyone has to agree. I'm just saying, if we don't click it, I just want the people to know out there, I would have went into that for an hour. So
let's watch this trailer, then we'll go to Indian. Then we'll go to Indian Thriller.
It says Indian Thriller.
Because I'm not just going to walk by Indian Thriller.
I can't.
I'm not going to walk by Indian Thriller, but I'm definitely going to watch this Airwolf trailer.
Oh, Stringfellow's playing the guitar.
Yeah, he's fucking just celloing it out.
I think I'm wondering where Ernie Borgnine's at.
Just some guy addicted to opiates in Montana. Oh, that's by Black Panther.
2 weeks ago, this happy group had arrived in the States. Obviously, they were on a mission of some kind.
Great guitar.
You can't shoot me. No one else can get Airwolf out of the lair.
Out of the lair. Out of the lair.
Perhaps I can be of some help.
I'm not with them, whoever they are.
St. John is. That doesn't make any sense.
Stage 1 now complete, ladies and gentlemen. Shall we begin stage 2?
What's stage 2, Jacob?
Does this get louder at all?
I don't remember. This seems like a fan-made film. Maybe I'm wrong.
This might be.
It's in Libya.
It's not real.
Got it.
It's not real?
It's not real.
You're.
I mean, it's definitely real.
We're here to sweeten the deal.
Oh. String Longfellow busting backs out and then playing the cello. Is that what he does?
Basically, but he's tortured. You know.
Okay. That's
By the way, for the new,
got that dick though.
I should give something away. In the new Airwolf, they find his brother, and his brother takes over Airwolf. But it's now they call him St. John Hawk, which drove me nuts. He was always St. John, and they changed it to St. John.
St. John.
St. John.
That's weird.
This really does look like a Lonely Island Boys video.
Yeah, it's the wrong thing. I'd like to see Dom's death though.
I'm not finding that.
I want to see Jacob. I want to see Jacob go 0 to 60. Jan Michael Vincent, Ernest Borgnine.
He always wore the Santini Air jumpsuit and a
Alex
red hat.
Cord. Yeah, we did it.
There it is. There's the red hat.
Good flying, everyone.
But this is fan made.
I totally.
This is an Airwolf.
But all right, Jacob. Some of us are just trying to enjoy Airwolf for the first time.
I mean, it's not fan made. They didn't CGI Jan Michael Vincent.
No, but the music is not true to the show.
This is.
And
I didn't know
the sound effects are different.
Airwolf is your fish.
Follow Airwolf all over the country. Hey, how many Airwolves is this for you? Oh shit, man! This is about this is my 263rd go through the entire series, minus the second half of the pilot of season 4 and the rest of season 4.
I did what us Sinjins call a New Year's Eve flyby.
We're all the lost brothers of Airwolf.
What I picked up on that was just normal TV back then. The way they depicted certain groups, like they go to Afghanistan and everyone there is a terrorist. Yeah, and they kidnap one of the female co-pilot on the new Airwolf. But I'm telling you, something was off about these terrorists. They were all Latino guys dressed like Arabs.
That's L.A.
What are you gonna do? Hire Arabs?
Yeah, L.A. in the 80s. They're like, hey, you're Mexican. Can you play
Cholos? Would you mind growing that beard a little longer?
We need to push you down some stairs on an episode of Airwolf.
But it's so politically incorrect now, the show. You could never air this. That's why it's on this channel nobody has at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Is that Airwolf? I'm just kidding.
It's called Immoral TV.
Is this his death scene?
No. The death scene is at Santini Air, Dan.
I don't know where Santini Air is.
I mean, are you listening at all?
Dude, I thought this was Iron Eagle. Are you not? Yes!
I want you so bad. I probably do something for you in this episode.
I mean...
We'll get to it.
Yeah. Maybe?
Maybe we won't.
I don't know.
But we probably will.
There's no rules to this thing.
No, you're listening either way.
Our bosses just gave us a dog dildo.
Yeah.
We
got
talked
dog
about
dildo gifts. So, I mean, we're staring down the barrel of John Fugelsang's evil glare.
I was going to say that. We're best friends with the Sang now, and everything's cool, bro. We're all going to fly Airwolf to heaven.
Well, now that I got these nice flowers.
Dude, flowers.com. Is that what it is?
ProFlowers.
ProFlowers.com. Fuck that other thing. ProFlowers.com.
Let's take our first break. We'll be right back. It's the Bonfire.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
That is Stringfella himself, Jan Michael Vincent. What's the song called, Lou?
Tribes.
Oh, so we start doing a bunch of... You got him a peyote or something? So they got peyote rush.
And it turns out I ended up drinking with this Navajo. Sent me over to his place. Jan Michael Vincent now.
I got pretty in the peyote this summer.
He goes, what was that, 79? 81 was a peyote year.
I don't know, man. I'm fucked.
He goes like this. You got $10?
I don't know, man. I'm fucked.
I need some helicopter fuel.
I'm fucked up.
That's what I call gin.
Do we have our YouTube functioning again, Christine?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Can we watch Indian Thriller?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. And by the way, it's the Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder.
That's Jan Michael Vincent.
That's Jan Michael Vincent. Drop it on some hot tunes, Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
If you're wondering why...
At the Bonfire, XM on Twitter.
If you're wondering why Jacob's not in the studio, right now he's out the window. He's out in the window spinning with his arms extended, going...
He goes, don't worry, guys, I'm just hovering. Any sign of conflict, and I'll blow him up.
Time to wolf out.
Oh, no. I gotta go up to my secret mountain in Montana.
That's what we call his office.
I gotta go to my secret Airwolf lair.
Have you ever come in? Blues, have you guys ever gone into the studio? And he's in one of these chairs, like, spinning it around wildly. Going,
it'd be great to catch him in his apartment, naked, in a helmet. He's going,
Hey, Dom, Ernie Borgnine here. Hey, Lou, I'm asking you, will you be my Ernest Borgnine?
Will you be my Dom?
Will you be my Dom?
You're his Dom for his Airwolf.
Yeah.
And Christine's the eye patch guy.
Sometimes when you just make jokes about Christine, even though she's my friend, it just really makes me laugh because it's so juvenile. You're like, Christine's the guy with the eye patch. You're like,
yeah.
It's like back of the bus. You're like,
still one of the guys sticking it to his chick. Yeah. Give her a good ribbon.
Yeah.
He's still one of the guys.
Love doesn't affect you. Are we watching Indian Thriller or what?
There's nothing more I want to watch. But now there's a video of these famous singers with isolated vocals, which you know is going to be terrible. Indian Thriller is just
what you think. It's
a recreation. Right now, all the zombies are coming in.
He's in the red jacket.
Oh! They didn't know what to make him. Yeah.
This sounds like a difficult level on a video game. You're like, stop with the music.
This is on E-Bomb's World, so it must have been a thing I just missed.
Yeah, I think we missed this, but I'm glad we did.
I love it. I like that he's not bad dancer, by the way.
No, they're fucking nailing it. If there's one thing that Bollywood does really well, it's group dancing. I mean, they kill us. It's like them and the Jabberwockies.
But they really weren't able to decide what to make
the
Michael Jackson character. They didn't know what to really do, so he's got like fangs and he's a zombie.
Yeah, and he's still in a very poor village, so he looks even meaner that he's just dressed in expensive leathers.
Yeah, this seems more like,
also, isn't the cow sacred in India?
This is more like voodoo-y type of evil.
Yeah, watch the video at the Bonfire SXM. He's just covered in leather, and they're like, that's why he's so evil.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's definitely pleather, for sure. I wonder what the translation is.
I don't know, but
because it's Thriller night. Yeah. No one's going to save you from the beast of Batu, but you know it's Thriller.
Yeah. Kolimar. I'm telling you, man, when I lived above that Indian restaurant in Hoboken, and I'd come home, they always be playing some catchy shit. I never understood.
Can you guys please turn off Indian Thriller? I'm trying to get some sleep.
It's 3:30 in the morning. Indian Thriller? Again? Chill out.
Hang on, it says,
I think I'm the evil of the people. Praise the glory of the evil. Girly man. Girly man. Girly man. Gosh, my old calculator ain't got no bow. That's clearly wrong.
Nipply man I met, he ate my motorboat. Calm down and park that comfy shit. Wait, start it over. Now I want to follow along.
Yeah, we can do this. Oh, I love you, love. Here it is. Bonfire premiere. Indian Thriller. We're going international, baby!
We the best music!
Girly man! Girly man! I think the evil of the people.
Oh, he's...
Indian words phonetically into English.
Yeah. They didn't translate this properly. Dude, that's so funny. Dude, that's so funny. They're just saying what it sounds like.
I think it's no.
They're just saying what it sounds like, Curly. Matt. Rip your ma.
Big Ovaltine.
Roll champ, belching, nobbing, raving son. Mork and bull and bum star. Killer. Girly man. Killer. Please don't play the bald steel.
Please don't kill that bald seal.
Move then, Connie. Let me go, yay. 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 Cause it's Jordan Yardless Day.
Wow, I look sexy.
Well, we got it.
Christine caught the rhythm. She's going for it.
And I'll tell you, I did too. I got into it for a little bit. All right. Shonda. You want to get some Voyeur going?
Let's get some Voyeur going.
You want to jump into some Gerald Foose and Gay Talese? Now that we sidetracked enough with Indian Thriller and Airwolf?
Well, we got like we have 20 some more minutes now, and we got we have another half hour after that.
Dude, we gotta get you a new wrist restraint, dude. You all right?
We're good.
What's up? You all right? We gotta get you a new wrist restraint. You bowling too much, bud?
We got
you rolling on the lanes too much?
You gotta lighten that ball, man. Stop trying to gun a 16. We get it. You're
dude,
a man.
Dude, go down to a 14. Think about your future. I don't need you having the fucking...
Jacob's little hands, he has to get those plugs for the holes where they give you the little rubber plugs.
He's got Tom Hanks' hands from Saving Private Ryan.
Stupid hands.
He goes, I don't want my wife back home to know all the murder I did freeing the Jews.
Girly man.
Dude, it's deep in my head.
Yeah.
Girly man.
I like to kill her. Girly man.
Move that cane.
Something go yay.
Move that cane.
Voyeur. Where we were about to get to. We're diving into right now the darkest shit about this.
This is where it gets dark. It's fun with like the sex stuff, but once Gerald Foos, it is all fun. But once Gerald Foos starts talking about some real shit, well, that's what the part we were laughing at, where he goes, "It ain't all fucking. Sometimes it's murder."
Yeah,
let's go to that right here. Good job.
That's a lot of investment, a lot of time, and a very small return on your investment. Except once in a while, you see a murder.
All right, gay Tillies. Too excited about murder?
I'm concerned about lots of things, and I predicted things. I think I could be implicated in maybe accessory to a crime. There was a white male and a white female.
Mm-hmm.
He was a drug dealer.
That's
bullshit.
That sounds. We're getting real Aurora.
Saw him distribute and sell drugs to kids.
I let it go because I was watching him finger blast off his girlfriend tonight.
I was in the window, and I'd watch these kids boot off. But then I noticed he was boo-fooing his girl. I had a choice to make.
He'd be going balls deep on her tuchus. And I mean, really almost ripping her a new one.
Now, this is the 70s. I'm letting 4 or 5 go a night. So these kids, you know, if I had empty balls, these kids were saved.
The one batch goes out, they fill right back up. It's like a toilet tank.
I swear.
My nuts are always ready to fire off.
I didn't know. I thought I was connected to a dam of cum. Just kept feeding my damn balls looking through the window.
It was like the world was siphoning cum out of my dickhead at all times. Looking through this thing, sometimes there's a murder.
Anita called it the drip.
Winder murder.
Window murder. Window murder.
It's window murder.
Murder Inc. Gerald Foos. Irv Gotti.
What would I be without Foos?
Where would I be without my Gerald Foos? I wouldn't be watching you. Where would I
put the dildos in the end tables?
I need you to be my Anita. Watch me jerk off to other people. The Murder Inc.
Hanging out with a white dude named Gay.
Yo, that's just Elise.
Where would I be without Gay?
The voyeur who had a son who had a drug problem was angry at seeing drugs sold.
And when he left the room, guess what?
That's my stat. He goes, no, that was it. What are you doing, Karen?
That was all our money.
For Gerald.
That was all our money, Gerald.
Gerald, that was all our money. He's just crying.
Oh, God, I hear helicopters.
I was in the window.
The wind. Oh, Anita, that was all our money.
I swear to you, Henry, I swear, Henry, they would have backed it.
What a piece of shit. He got this girl killed.
Well, we don't
play. I'm just angry about it. Hit play.
He went over to the thing.
Cool.
Complete system reboot.
Bugle sticks in the hallway with a button on.
He goes, and then the unthinkable happened.
He goes, suck on that, lollipop boys.
Yeah. Full disclosure, we had a total chance to talk to Fugelsang when we went on commercial break, and we all nervously hid and waited for him to leave.
We did the old leave school at 3:45 move. Yeah.
What? I had to go to extra help. I need extra help today.
I love it.
No, there's a project due next week.
It's different. I thought they needed me to do something for yearbook, but then they said no.
Why, did he say something on the bus?
I'll fight him any other day.
I'll fight him tomorrow morning once I finish my project.
Tomorrow morning? No, I just remembered, though, my dad's driving me tomorrow, so I
gotta
can't.
stay with my dad, but, I mean, whatever, man. Fuck you. You shut up.
Fucking pussy.
Whoa, Jacob, I know you're all hopped up on Airwolf knowledge. Don't need you throwing the P word around.
He is goosed up on Wolf. A-dubs.
I'm hovering.
Ooh, don't make me turn to Airwolf.
Pew, 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 jiggle bullets, pew, pew.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What would I be without you? What would I be without my food?
And when he left the room, guess what I did?
Fucked Anita on his bed.
I like, he goes, his son had a drug problem. He goes, and they talk to the kid. He's like, yeah. He goes, I started developing a drug problem when I realized my dad was never around. He was always in an attic looking at people fucking a window.
Yeah, you know what really stings is when your dad watches people fuck more than he watches you play baseball. I was all-state shortstop.
You find out he's got like...
I went to Aurora Central. He goes, I was an all-state shortstop. Never saw me play one inning. He was watching people butt fuck his little...
He watched people boof in his stupid motel.
It's pretty hard when your dad's not there on Christmas morning because he's in his laboratory.
But you know what's crazy is... He's got like a 4,000-page manifesto of...
What's timing, baby?
He describes everybody he's ever watched, like in crazy detail, and he made charts and his son, I bet he knows almost nothing about.
He goes, wherever.
Well, Michael had a drug problem. His name's Peter. Peter had a drug problem. Who's Michael then?
Yeah.
There's no Michael, sir.
Michael's never a person in your life.
Oh, yeah.
It must be in my journals.
Let me check my journals.
Oh, that was a trucker that came by in 1981.
Yeah. What does your son want to be when he grows up? He goes, I don't know. Anyway, a black salesman came in. He was selling door-to-door plungers. I looked at him for a while. He liked to read a book. I read James Patterson over his shoulder. Then he masturbated. Then he took completion.
I put it all in my journal. And then I realized, oh my God, my son's in the car.
And that's when I remembered the potluck dinner. I said I'd pick him up. I told him I would bring my stew.
How great is it if ABC turns it into a sitcom? He's a dad, but he's also a voyeur. Tim Allen is the voyeur. He's like, oh, I was late. Sorry, I was watching a kid take a shit.
Sorry. I was watching an old lady take a dump and bat around the idea of trying to get a cat to lick her puss.
Where's Dad? We gotta play Central in basketball.
Oh, yeah, look at him. Look at him. Look at what they're doing. He's masturbating to completions.
One of the set pieces is just him in a vent.
And he just shows him lay there in his own sweat and jizz, and he's like, science is hard work.
He goes, now that's watching something special. This fall on ABC, it's a new sitcom where family isn't always watching you.
Oh, man, I wish I didn't see that. I'm going to look again.
Sometimes watching is the only way to learn. It's the Voyeur on ABC.
I don't want to die, Dad. On a very special Voyeur.
Oh, dude. No.
A father's worst nightmare.
Dad,
I have a drug addiction.
You didn't
Tell it to your mom. You can see I'm looking at boobs.
Schmuggity, schmuggity. I gotta watch this girl shower.
I got a drug problem too. The doctor won't give me enough Adderall to stay up all night to watch these pigs. Hey!
What happens when Gerald has to make a decision? His son's having a kidney transplant, but a hot blonde just checked in. It's the Voyeur on ABC.
Turns out Gerald's a match for his son's bone marrow transplant.
Will he make it?
Unfortunately, did a Swedish bikini theme just check in for me? Looks like Gerald's got some decisions to make on this week's Voyeur.
On a series finale of The Voyeur.
On a special double episode of The Voyeur.
There's a furry convention that's taken over the whole motel. But Gerald's got to be in Grand Junction to get his license. It's The Voyeur on ABC.
Yeah! Followed by Coach, ABC Tuesday.
Oh, I love that. I'd give that the treatment. Let's pitch it. We'll set up those meetings, bro. I'll play a young foos.
Every morning. I'll be Guy Talese. Oh, me? He goes, sorry, I was just doing a field piece on, getting your dick on street walking hookers.
No, but it's when you walk back in, I go, Gay, where have you been? And you gotta be like, sorry, journalism called.
He's Larry. He's Larry from These Company. He goes, I gotta tell you something, Gerald. I just immersed myself in a nudist colony in Wisconsin. Just wall humps.
Dude, Larry from Three's Company is the perfect.
Gay Talese is Larry from Three's Company.
My face hurts. Gay Talese is Larry. He goes, Guy, I got 3 stewardesses. and they sleep heavy.
Now, are you sure you boys are gay?
Yeah, and they keep their curtains open. All right.
Goes, oh my God, Furley's dating that big-titted redhead again. Yeah. Time to hit the attic.
God damn. Let's go back to the documentary of watching this pervert get a girl killed.
Flush it down the toilet.
Flush the guy's drugs down the toilet.
Yeah.
When he came back that particular night, he went over to the thing and when he pulled that sack out of there and there was nothing in there, of course he started blaming people. And who the hell was in here?
And the only person who knew where he hid it was his girlfriend. And he accuses her and she quickly denies it. But he still insists that it must have been her. Who else knew? Wasn't me. Yes, it was.
She said, I don't know anything about it.
Started slapping her around.
Pew, pew.
She stood up and was...
She's all like, no, he's doing his hands, and she's all like, shut up. And he's all like, fuck you. Oh no!
Did you do things?
Where are my drugs? I don't know.
Maybe perhaps I could show you better with these brown paper bag puppets I created.
I am an Aurora trained hand actor.
He goes, this drug dealer, that poor slut that was with him.
Left hand will be playing the role of girlfriend. Right hand will be suspicious drug dealer.
Why? I didn't do it. Shut up, you stupid bitch. Last night I fucked you so good in 6 different positions and I came twice. Once on your back and once on your tits.
But
I know that from my charts.
When he does that, he gets real stale because he's reading from his journal. He goes, on that night, we had sex 4 times, twice to completion. Once male orgasm, 1 male female orgasm. All right, anyways, back to the story.
No, look, I am a unemployed landscaper who's just looking for work and selling some drugs on the side.
And you are a 23-year-old rotund Latin woman.
But tight in all the right places.
And all the...
with what I'm guessing only to be dinner plate size nips.
Okay. Now, here's how it went down. Where's my drugs? I don't know. Where's my drugs? I don't know. Oh, no.
Boom, 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 bang, bang, boom.
I'm up here like this. This is me now. My right hand is not me.
Yeah. Oh, wait. All right. Now I finished. I realize this is probably bad. I better get out of here, huh? Says Gerald Fools up in the thing, but in my inner monologue, because if they talk, they'd hear me.
I do not talk when I am in the vents.
I like, by the way, he spoke up when a guy wiped chicken grease on the governor. When a guy's beating a girl, he goes, this show's picking up. I knew if I hung in here with the show, eventually would pick up. Episode 3 seems to be the winner.
If it just showed his face, popcorn this is going.
Yeah. Oh boy, that guy can throw from the hip, huh?
He goes, geez, ground and pound.
He really turns into that punch.
This girl has no defense.
He goes, good chin though. Must be a Chicago Pollock.
My dad's gonna find out that you did this. You're gonna be dead in the morning.
Kicks him in the groin. And he just got crazy.
He just reached up and grabbed her by the neck and choked her. And just kept choking her. I said, come on. I was thinking, come on, let her go. Let her go, man.
I mean, stop watching it. Stop thinking it.
And she fell to the floor.
I came. I wiped it up. I realized what I was doing. I went, oh, no.
Yowza. I was looking straight down. And I swear to you, I could see her chest rising. Up and down. Up and down. And then he got all angry. He was throwing things around the room. He picked up her purse and dumped it out on the bed and took all the money she had. Out the door, into the car, and gone.
We've already established this guy's a drug dealer to kids. Obviously, he's not a good guy.
This guy up there, the Voyeur, is watching this. And, of course, doing nothing.
Yeah.
He was stilled. He was confused. He was frozen into inactivity.
He's like a smart guy making excuses for a dumb guy.
Yeah.
Like he really is like, he was scared. He was frozen. And he goes, oh no, I was pure dick in hand.
Frozen? No. I mean, it looked like I was having a seizure. Because, I mean, I batched hard and big. Thank God. That was one day I was happy I took the extra time to stain that wood. Because if it was not treated, it would have been rotting out from the inside.
And he goes, you call me Iceman because I froze that whole sheet above there. I just shot out a whole glaciation. Glacier? Jesus. Soder.
I swear to God that I saw her chest moving.
She's fine.
And I thought, well, she's okay.
I mean, really, that's exactly what he said.
I think he goes, oh, no big deal. I guess I'll get back to beating, see what's happening over in 2A.
He goes, let me belly crawl over to 16. I'm going to be...
What's going on here? Oh. Taking a panties nap. Nice.
Let me drag anchor over to 16. He goes, oh, Frasier rerun.
How does it go? When is the Festivus, Seinfeld?
He goes, I think this is the one when Niles tells the Brit that he loves her.
The Brit.
So I left. Fact is, that made me so sick that I quit observations for the night.
Oh, well, thank you. For the night, I'm shutting it down.
I think I'm going to have to close up the laboratory tonight. I'll tell you what, I just don't feel very sciencey right now that girl got beaten into being very much alive.
And Nina's like, well, do you need a sandwich?
I look like I need a sandwich right now. Do I look like I need a sandwich right now?
I need to know if that girl on 12.
I just watched a girl beat until her chest kept moving.
How bad was she beaten, Archie? Archie!
She was being pretty bad. But good news, swear to God, holy Christ, on my drug-addicted son, that chest was still moving.
He goes, Anita, I said that to you, so the time of death cannot be 7:59 p.m.
If the coroner comes, because she is dead, it wasn't when I was seeing her chest moving.
Also, I need you to look up the statute of limitations on flushing a man's stash. I need to know when I can tell this story, because it is a good one.
Well, does anyone know where the drugs are? There's drugs involved? News to me. Huh?
I think I'm there for the beat. It really shows you. The thing that bothers me is that Gay Talese keeps calling him the Voyeur, like he's a superhero. He's like, meanwhile, the Voyeur watches from above.
Up in the sky, look, it's a bird, it's a plane.
Will the Voyeur jerk off? That's what they should do.
And he would descend from the attic, becoming once again
the Voyeur.
When he comes down, he would descend once again, becoming Gerald Foos.
But up in the attic.
Mild-mannered motel owner, devoted husband, father.
But at night, when he climbs up the stairs into his attic, he becomes
the Voyeur.
The Voyeur. That really we could do an old-timey radio show with that. I mean, we're selling this in multiple, someone pitched this to a big network.
The Voyeur.
The Voyeur.
You can't stop me, Voyeur. I'm gonna jerk off laying on my back in this comfortable motel.
Yeah, I see you. I see you there.
Oh, it's the Jacker.
Yeah. Oh, you want to turn the lights off? No problem. Time to go turn some lights on out this window. Oh, how you like that, huh?
It's American muscle.
Oh, yeah, your evil can't defeat me. I'm the Voyeur.
I'm the Voyeur.
I'm Voyeur.
We'll get his accent down by the end of this movie. What's that?
I'm just looking at this freeze frame of the hotel, and you realize how close the roof is from their heads, because it's a short...
Yeah.
It's not this big motel. I mean...
Well, that's a model.
Oh.
That's the model.
Because he looks like he'd be like a foot above their heads.
That's what I'm saying. He's just
staring at them.
He says he was very close to them. He did say that because he was like talking about when Gay Talisa's tie came through and it was like inches from her head or something like that. So
and she was giving head.
I'll tell you something. If I was in a hotel room and I saw a tie come through the vents, I wouldn't even. I would jump out the fucking window probably.
Dude, I don't know.
I'd be like, demons exist. Demons are real, and they're in the vents,
and they're very well dressed.
Oh, my grudge! My grudge is coming.
Oh God, Rodney Dangerfield's coming to kill me. He's like, hey kid, I'm back from hell. I'm here to kill you.
This is my rings.
Yeah.
I watched that ring video.
Yeah, you should have never watched Back to School. 7 days later, I come to kill you. Hey, you're Satan. His name's Dean Martin.
I think it's time to take a break again.
Why? This is stupid and I don't like it.
I think it's stupid. Well, we have a live show to do.
Cool, but it's stupid and I don't like it. I don't want to take a break. Let's take a break then. This is stupid.
I think it's so stupid.
Blue needs a cigarette, right?
Fuck yeah.
All right, let's get out of here. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
I should...
What?
I left something about our Airwolf discussion.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Say it now or forever hold your peace.
You remember when I told you I was rather upset when the show was canceled?
You didn't threaten to kill.
No, but I mean...
You wrote a letter.
I still think about this. Because like I said, there's no internet. I read this in a magazine. And my poor mother, in front of her, had a tantrum. I took the magazine and I threw it across the room. I said, they can't do this!
That's when I knew my little bubbles was gay.
And I just always felt bad. Like, she must have thought at that moment, well, why did I become a mom?
No, man. I mean, how old were you?
Passionate.
I was a young teenager.
Like under 14?
No.
Jacob, for the love of God.
I was 22.
I was
26 years old. I just came back from Florida.
I was way too old to give a shit.
They can't do this is a great
thing. They can't do this!
No!
Don't you understand? I am Airwolf.
They changed Darren's in the middle of Bewitched? No!
I don't know, and I don't like Al Bundy's new neighbor!
And then just one season, there's a kid who pops up? What?
So Charles still lives in the house, but it's not the same family. It's a different family.
It feels cathartic.
I hope we've covered that subject already.
Scott Baio?
I think we have, because that one's got me all goosed. I think we dig into that.
Yeah, with Doug's
live. Yeah.
Oh, let's do the live show. All right, let's take a break. We love you. We'll be right back. It's the Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Oakerson and Dan Soder.
Oh.
I'm a very talk show. Living in our politics. Talking about movies and just
It's the Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. The Bee Gees coming back with some stalker music.
The Brothers Gibb.
Scottish? Are they Scottish?
Australian, I think.
Are they?
Or Australian or New Zealand. I think Australian, though.
One of the unnipped dick countries?
Yeah, definitely. Barry Gibb had a full foreskin. A heavy foreskin, I bet, too.
thick out layer.
He'd really peel it back like heavy.
He goes, do you want to see the G in my BG?
The base of his dick looks like he had to push down a tube sock in the 80s.
Yeah. Looked like he was Olivia Newton-John's ankles.
Looks like he's wearing Jenko dick skin.
Yeah. He goes, oh my God, is that an outer layer?
I call it the shell.
We're doing
Let those sweet songs play.
We're doing a Lost Tapes episode. Well, it was all supposed to be about Voyeur, but then it got turned into Airwolf.
I mean, that was so fun.
Yeah, Jacob's lost. We're back in our studio. John Fugelsang hasn't beat us up yet. He does want our lunch money.
He probably does. I came up today prepared to talk. After the break?
After the break?
Between that break and five...
You weren't looking for him?
I was like, I don't know. If he's got something to say, I bet I would say something.
When it took a couple laps?
I stand behind my efforts, what I've said.
But we were breaking down Voyeur, documentary on Netflix. About Gerald Foos and Gay Talese. We just finished the murder that he witnessed, that he caused. He doesn't have to say that he
Has there
witnessed
been any
it.
record of this murder? This is the thing that happened.
Yeah, in the documentary they cover it.
That there was an actual...
I think he goes back and tries to look it up.
Yeah, and there's police reports and shit.
It's, again, at the end of the documentary, as you'll see, everything starts getting scrambled.
Voyeur would tell me that.
Yeah, but then this is just great, because now we get into the statute of limitations when they start talking about the murder, and this gets a real Anita heavy, which is just my favorite character in the movie. As I said,
she's the best.
In a documentary, no one has stolen my heart like this since the mom in Making a Murderer.
Oh, yeah?
That little old woman who's like, are we just doing it?
Now, don't you say that. I come to the phone and bop you on the nose.
But I made pork tonight, your favorite.
She goes, my son did not kill that girl. He worked for Auto Trader.
That kid's out, isn't he?
No. He got denied. Brendan Dassey got put back in.
Really?
Yeah. No WrestleMania tickets for the Das Man.
Oh, he missed Rousey at the...
Oh, God. Did we talk about that? I don't think we did.
No, not yet.
We didn't talk about how Ronda Rousey's going to stink in the WWE. I have very little hope for that.
I don't know.
Dude, I'm telling you this right now.
She's never showed, you need sort of acrobatic athleticism.
Well, there's one of her other training partners that was in the 4 Horsewomen is actually on her way up in the WWE. She's probably going to be pretty good. She's like a former MMA. I forget her name is, but Ronda Rousey just, as a wrestling fan, I've seen her twice in the ring, and it looks like when a celebrity is in the ring.
Yeah,
but
she had a Karl Malone energy.
No, Karl Malone actually could go. Karl Malone.
It was pretty ridiculous, though.
Yeah, so was LT.
Was she like Jay Leno?
Yeah. Hey, what's up? Yes, what it was. That was
Remember Jay Leno wrestled?
It was like David Arquette or Jay Leno.
Oh, yeah.
It's like when
those
they wrestled.
Were both pretty terrible.
It's like, here's the look from the WWE Network. And she comes in, and it's Alexa Bliss, Charlotte, and, what's the cool Asian girl's name? Skura. So she slaps it.
She's doing the whole...
and then she does the look, and then she points up at the WrestleMania sign. She points and turns her back to it. I know the camera's in front of her. It's so unnatural.
It's so stupid looking.
Yeah.
She never says anything, and everyone's like, okay, WrestleMania, got it.
But by the way...
What is that? So you're going to be at WrestleMania? That makes sense. I mean, they just signed you. That was a pretty big deal.
You're also talking to... 2 of the women are champions, and the other one just won the first Women's Royal Rumble, which was great, by the way. And then Ronda Rousey just comes in and points, and then walks around, and then just comes back and points again, and you're like, what's that, Lassie? You're going to be at WrestleMania? I just don't think it's going to be good.
It's probably not going to be good, but I do
And her mic skills are... I mean, they scrapped Roadhouse because she was such a bad actress.
They got rid of it. I didn't know that was
scrapped.
No, I didn't hear that at all. I want to.
They scrapped it, and they did... There's been a couple other movies where her roles have just been severely reduced because they're I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure she's terrible. My favorite thing about that conversation, and we have to get back to Voyeur. I know we have to. My favorite thing about that conversation was you described the other 3 girls as champions as if they won that on their own.
They did.
Athletic ability and ability to pin somebody and hold them down for 3 seconds against their will.
No, it's predetermined, but they are athletic.
They are very athletic. I'm not saying that, but you said
Charlotte Flair is a champion.
But you called them champions.
They are champions.
That's inconsequential.
Respectively, WWE, Raw, and SmackDown brands.
You think you're going to come in and take on a champion in fake fighting?
Yeah. You know what? You got to train harder than that. Sure, in the octagon.
You have to fake train much harder than that if you're going to fake fight a champion. You can maybe fake fight a jobber.
Yeah. But then you're not going to come in and take on Nia Jax?
She's a champion, for Christ's sake.
She's not, though. She's just a large woman that can throw the other one
I
around.
saw that girl.
Yeah.
That
hot
is
and big.
One big chick.
Hot.
Oh, Black Lou, you'd climb that mountain. Nia Jax?
Nia Jax. Google her.
JX, I think.
Is Ronda Rousey a diva now?
No, they don't go by divas anymore.
They're not
There's a
divas?
show called Divas still.
Oh, I think the show Divas is
old.
It's
stars?
No, it's happening right now.
It's current WWE female. I don't know. Do they go by Divas?
Mm-hmm.
The women's
still go by
division is the
Divas.
Divas?
I don't know if
because they changed it to the women's championship. They got rid of it's not the Divas championship.
Oh, that was lame. They should have changed that. There she is.
Nia Jax is hot.
She's big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's a big woman.
She was tossing them around.
Yeah. She's
no,
very pretty.
Black Lou says no.
No, I'm more of a Beth Phoenix, Kelly.
Oh, I get it.
Love that.
Yeah, I get
really?
that.
Yeah.
You don't want to take a running headbutt into that camel toe?
I'm good. I'll pass on that.
Okay. Suit yourself, Black Lou.
Look at
I might
that.
be telling you how to live.
Beth Phoenix.
Really?
Yeah, I like that.
You want those? You wanted to bench you?
Yeah. I don't know how I'd feel.
So.
I don't know how I'd feel taking a nap just resting on her bicep and tricep. Just like, hey, can you hold me, Beth?
My brain can't wrap itself around being muscular and getting big titty implants. It always looks like someone taped balloons to your tits.
It looks like. It also always looks like your body's just doing this.
I mean, it's so. They just because you start to have the beginning of pecs, and then all of a sudden this fucking crazy bump pops out.
Yeah.
So bizarre looking.
Well, let's go back to
wrestling. Yes, Voyeur.
Anyways.
I just feel uneasy and I feel nervous. When we first started discussing this a year ago, we thought it was time because the statute of limitations is potentially passed. But now I've found out there's a new word called
rape.
Whatever, but I'm the guy that's...
Dude, doesn't even solve it. Doesn't even solve it. He goes, there's
a new word called...
Anita goes...
I don't know. You got me on my sweatshirt. So my big tits are hiding.
Gay, talk to me honestly right now.
I know
Should I have went with double-breasted? Do you think the single button thing is not very flattering in a sitting position that I choose to be in for most of this?
Do you like the business center at this hotel?
Talk to me truthfully.
Because we can go back out to the restaurant, which was in the lobby, in the middle of the hotel.
Do you think that cafe sells Starbucks? Do they proudly brew Starbucks coffee, or do they have Starbucks products?
You're telling me.
Well, I'll tell you something. This letter that you wrote me, I read this morning. In this letter, you warned me that you don't want the name of the Manor House Motel published. And you said if this happens, this Korean guy who has not a clue what happened is going to potentially lose customers, and that could cause damages.
I also talk about what's going to happen to Anita and me.
Anita did her hair today.
And she still only wore sweatpants?
I took out my curlers today. I got my fancy so wherever Jerry wants, he wants to go look at the boobs in them.
She's such a doormat.
He wants to look at the boobs in the attics.
You have to be such a doormat.
And sometimes there's a murder. And then you go around. He told me with the murder, I just had to go walk and look out the window. You mean the young man who masturbated to completion twice? He was powerful. He had a very powerful back.
Had gotten this across to him. I wouldn't have talked to him if I didn't have permission. It would have been no deal, as it had been for 30 plus years. So there's no change in my policy, but suddenly this guy is forgetting what we've agreed to.
This is where he starts to get cunty.
What's he bitching? I don't understand the complaint.
So basically he's saying that Gerald Foos told him all this stuff, and then he comes through and he's like, hey, you can't use the name the Manor House Motel because there's a new owner, and I don't want this guy knowing what went down before I sold it. Yeah. This Korean owner. He goes, hold on. There was a red tie down in the room. Red tie is sign for death. You fucking number 12. I don't watch.
So now...
That's how he sells all his rooms out?
So
14 clean now. I don't watch you.
You fuck all while I no watch.
Yeah. You bang around. You don't rub chicken grease on dry comforter. The whole...
No, don't sell drugs, though. Don't sell drugs.
Voyeur would have just been a Korean guy. I watch. They don't clean.
I can stand straight up in the attic. He's fun.
Yeah. But so basically he said that because of statute of limitations, he's not sure what it is.
What's her? Anita?
Yeah.
Anita, if you need me, I'll be in my dojo.
She goes,
okay, I met him in a war.
He goes,
do you want me to bring you up some seaweed? I get so hungry up there. You want hot tea?
No, you stay here.
No, Anita, stay down there.
Two couples fucking.
You make too much noise. You're too heavy.
You walk. You're like if tree had feet.
You're a real burr in China shop.
All right, let's go back to Voyeur.
You have no trust between your source and yourself.
Yeah, this is where it starts spinning out of control. Is this Anita's husband now?
Won the confidence.
This was continuing from the statute of limitations.
Yeah, that's just the point. I just love that he just goes, there's a new word.
So what he's saying, he's telling Gay Talese not to use the Manor House Hotel
basically,
name.
Gay Talese wrote this book, and then he goes, yeah, you can't use the name Manor House.
That's
and
hilarious.
Gay Talese is like, oh, you bitch!
It's already gone to print.
What is it? What am I gonna? I bought a scarf with the money.
I just bought this very, very nice jacket with the money.
It's cashmere.
Cashmere. My father was a tailor.
I always like a nice suit, and it's cashmere.
Yeah. Is this Anita's first husband?
This Anita's marriage.
Hell yeah.
I know you have.
It's second nature.
They meet Anita's first husband?
Oh,
he really looks like a goddamn magician.
Oh my God, dude.
He goes, how would you say if I was to make this woman disappear?
Not only that, but he looks like
Gerald Foos coming at you.
He looks like he owns a furniture store. Here at Gerald Foos Furniture, we make sure comfort and elegance come together.
You heard of the cloud couch? Well, I don't have that. This thing's called Fluffy Pillow Couch.
How about
it's very similar, but not made quite as good. But what are you doing? Beggars can't be choosers, right?
Listen, there is a straw ottoman that I can give you that you can use in your backyard. People who will look out the window and go,
look for our sign on the window.
To a trucker, some truck driver, and he was a rough character, and she had 2 children. One of them was born crippled.
What? What kind of old term is born cripple?
He's born crippled.
Oh,
gives him a back brace before he could walk.
Don't you understand? He's silly. He's silly in his legs. What does that mean?
He was born 25% goofball.
I don't think you understand this. The guy's got goofy legs. What do you mean? He's got noodle knees.
His term, he goes, well, at the time they called it wacky feet.
Yeah.
But,
well, and the old test used to be they would light a match under a baby's foot. If he cried, he was good to go. But this one, well, he did nothing. That's when they realized why this boy's got old noodle knees.
He was born with what the doctors called at the time pecker legs.
Yeah.
Pecker legs.
You know, to cure it, they used to put him in a hot tub and stretch his legs out. But that didn't work, so old Anita took him to his truck stop and made him fight other babies with half bodies.
Nothing some cobra venom can't solve.
And then he was in the underground world of what they call tadpole fighting. It's people who can't use their bottom legs, just fighting the top halves. Oh, a tadpole fight can pull you in about $10 to $15.
It's a real torso tussle out there, Gene.
Oh, let me tell you something, brother. When I'm gonna get my belly on that mat, I'm gonna crawl at you like a zombie. No need to use the legs here. Old touch strength. Yeah.
These 2 wives of Gerald in his own life, filled with sadness and illness. When you think about what they have going for them, it isn't a lot.
All right. Just shits on him. He goes, oof, it is bleak.
He goes, I'm impressed the guy hasn't put a gun in his mouth yet.
Yeah. Every time I go over there, I expect to find him a murder-suicide. Seriously. Don't put that on. Can you not put that in there?
Every single time.
Every time I fly to that dumb flat state, yeah, there's mountains there. But they don't tell you there's 3 hours fucking away.
Like, why is the story taking 30 years to tell? He goes, well, I'll be honest with you, there was no sex involved, which kind of took me out of it.
If I'm boned up, I'll get the story in a scoop.
Because, I mean, got that 6 months I was able to figure out living with that sex commune.
He goes, why do you think I wear such thin slacks? Sometimes I like to get a boner when I'm just walking. I'm gay to least.
I like to feel it knock around on my slacks.
I'm gay to least. Pervert journalist.
So this is getting into their collection.
Yes! I know where they live. I think they live in Broomfield. My mom somehow knew this. My mom could just clock it by like where they do the outshot. My mom would be like, I think that's off C470.
I used to whack off an older guy for cash over there.
I go, all right, Mom, come on. She goes, you want to know how you got that Gambit toy? Suck the dude off in that. I'm like, oh, God. I mean, he did have kind of a realist leather jacket.
That's great. Your mom did great things, terrible things to do great things for you.
She goes, oh, my God, I took a man's life in a drainage center there. Yeah, no, he was your wrestling coach. Remember he didn't make you run extra laps?
Yeah. Remember your coach? Oh, God, Mom, no.
Coach Scott?
She goes, yeah.
He's gone.
But I'll turn her off. We've got several alarm systems to protect our house.
Systems.
We don't want to have anybody spying on us or anything.
He goes, nothing creeps me out with the thought of someone watching us.
Yeah. I have a lot of security, you know. A lot of people probably want to look at us, which is just gross.
Ew, weird. Who does that? You have no self-awareness.
Surveillance camera, do you?
Nita, no surveillance. I don't have one of those.
That's too bad.
I'm going to kill you in the basement.
Nita and I don't have any housekeepers or anything.
We're not here for that.
Why don't we start here with the Barbie dolls?
Weird.
These are a couple of interesting dolls.
First off, anybody that collects dolls is fucked in the head. Number two, I told you the story about my mom's boyfriend Joe's gay boss, and we had to go to his house for Christmas one year to see his Barbie collection, and it was terrifying.
Really? Oh, just like someone has all that kind of weird shit?
It was terrifying. He's like,
Who had it?
my mom's boyfriend's boss. I thought I told the story on the thing, and he had like all these, he had a whole side that was like gay Kens, where I was like, all right, I'm 12. I don't know how appropriate this is. I think I'm about to get kidnapped.
Collection shit is the girl I lost my virginity to was afraid of clowns.
That's great.
I forget where we went one time. We went somewhere together where it's like they had a mantle of just like clown dolls, like you were just like, ooh, like she had like just like a shaky panic. I'm like, I mean, there's just dolls on a mantle. It's daytime.
I really don't know what it is, but when you don't have the fear that someone else has, when someone has a phobia like that, it is the funniest shit in the world to me. My aunt Karen, I told you, had a little people phobia.
Oh.
Midgets freaked her out.
I think you told me this because I think I told you then that Brad Williams, up in Montreal.
Yeah.
There was a stage manager.
Yeah.
Stage manager was afraid of little people.
Yeah.
So we had Brad come out and chase him around a car, and he got in his car and he left.
I remember that. You told that story.
He never came back.
But that is like, to me, I used to laugh when she would freak out. It would make me laugh so hard.
It's ridiculous.
We'd be watching Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me, and she'd be like, no. When Mini-Me would come on, she'd be like, no, turn it off. And I'm like, that's so goddamn funny. And
She's going to come through the screen like the Ring.
Yeah.
Hey, get over here, lady. Lady, get over here.
I'm talking to you, Auntie.
Yeah, I'm gonna touch you. I'm gonna touch you in the...
No, the thing I would do is I'd be like, oh, he's gone. And then she'd look and be like, oh, God, and it'd just make me laugh.
Damn it, Dan!
My mom has a doll collection, an old one, like she's got and she's got it all in one room.
No, thank you.
When I stay in Florida, no, I run past the room. It's so scary. I'm so terrified of the room. When dolls at night, when there's no light in the room, and the hallway light hits one of the eyeballs.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
Yeah. I bet.
She has one lying in the bed that I don't understand. It looks like a dead girl.
Jacob just scurries by going, no. As he goes back.
I don't have the heart to tell her these are monsters.
Yeah. Oh, because those are her, she loves those.
What's her joy? Does she just go in there and just enjoys them once in a while?
She talks to them?
They're old. They're 50, 60 years old.
Sure,
so there's value to them. But she just
But
she
displaying,
likes them.
for the sake of displaying them, I mean, it's almost like...
Yeah, what are you doing with it?
Look, I'm with you.
Well, that's what Gerald Foust is doing. Gerald Foust has got all of his dolls all displayed and shit. I think Chucky fucked up a whole generation.
Maybe.
In his mental obsession.
These are the coins that Anita has collected just this year.
Collected?
Because when he was a boy, one of the things you didn't notice...
That's pirate treasure. Gerald says I have to show him my boobies when I find gold. It's booty. Booty.
I just want you to understand how we function, Jacob, because I don't want to make anything not clear with us. I want all things open. You said we're going to finish the Voyeur today. We've only moved 4.5 minutes through this. So the answer, Jacob, is no. We're going to have to come back to Voyeur also.
Mm-hmm. But that's okay.
It's okay.
In addition to the body of this beautiful aunt that he had, was that she collected things.
This is my stamp collection. There's this drawer. God. There's this drawer.
He told his mother.
I feel like Gay Talese is way too... Holy, what?
That's what I was just going to say.
Impossible.
Do you know how exhausting that has to be to write a book about that guy that's supposed to show you things? He goes, and then I got this. And you're like, wow.
Are we trying to get laid?
Yeah. And he goes,
look at my photo album.
You're going to shit.
You like stamps? Do you like 7 million stamps?
Do you like a whole filing cabinet filled with different envelopes filled with them?
These are coins. Go on. Look at every one of them.
I'm going to pour them in your hand like you're in Goonies.
Down here, it's my time.
It's me and Anita's time.
It is. Gerald, you goonie.
Dude, I can't wait to get Anita drops.
Deep Anita?
Deep Anita. There's some good ones coming up. We're not even halfway through the movie.
Beautiful Aunt Catherine. This started his lifelong hobby of collecting things.
No, it's
I
an
have
obsession.
2 Lugers here.
When you had a motel,
That's where it gets scary. When a weird, yeah, he goes, I use this to kill Hebes. Like,
Yeah.
What?
Get off my lawn. I know you're coming for my coins. Airwolf, motherfuckers.
Pew, pew. I like to think of myself as a Colorado Airwolf. I just hover and wait for you.
I'm hovering.
I'm a hovering son of a bitch.
Hey, I'm sorry to stop sucking your dick, but do you hear some sort of a hovering sound coming in the vents?
He goes, gang, that's just me watching the way Airwolf could hover. I could hover.
I think somebody's in the vents. Pew, pew,
pew, pew. Oh my God, that tiny helicopter was just flying around. Hey, you're gonna think I'm weird. I'm sorry, this blowjob feels incredible. I feel like Airwolf? Is someone have Airwolf on?
Call me crazy, but I keep hearing Airwolf. It's very distracting.
I'm sorry.
And
again,
I thought he's been locked away in a secret cave somewhere.
Again, the blowjob feels incredible. I just feel like Airwolf is watching us.
And I can't, I just want to explain, like, I might be softening up a little bit. Yeah. It's not you.
No. I'm gonna get back into it.
I'm consumed by the Airwolf sound.
Yeah, when a crazy guy who collects shit, pulls out guns, shit gets real.
It's always a thing, yeah.
You go, okay, alright, Gerald. Okay, Gerald.
Yeah, the girl I lost my virginity to, her dad had, like, Jew skulls and stuff from, like, World War II.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And knives.
Yeah, with, like, a knife in it. It was just crazy shit. It was pretty nuts, yeah. So when people collect stuff like that particularly, you get a little, even if it's someone you've known for a while, you go to their house and he goes, this is every book ever written about Hitler. You're like, all right.
Oh. Like, do you want to see my original Klan's robe? You go,
yeah, exactly. And you're like, you know I'm Jewish, right? And you're like, yeah, dude. It's fine. I'm not into this stuff. He goes, I'm just saying it's the whole thing.
Yeah, dude, it's a piece of history. Stop being weird.
Yes, a piece of history.
You go, no, that's fucking weird.
They said this bayonet right here was responsible for killing 400 Jews.
Yeah. My uncle's got an ear necklace from Vietnam. You want to see it?
Yeah, he goes, you see that? That's still blood. That's dried blood from like a Jew, from an Auschwitz Jew. Isn't that awesome?
Yes.
Anyway, he goes, what do you want to do, man? KFC, Pizza Hut, everything delivers here.
Jump by Sega?
I moved to a good part of town.
Yeah.
I'm in a central location. Seamless is great here.
He goes, oh, dude, you're gonna shit.
Dude, you're gonna shit.
I love that. I love Jay Talese saying that.
You're gonna shit, man.
He's just telling Jay Talese, oh man, wait till you see the car collection.
This bullet was pulled out of a 12-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Still haven't found the murderer.
I got to get the wrecking a bit to drill a hole through so I can make it a necklace.
Mm-hmm.
Why? You want to wear it? He goes, yeah, man, you know, I'm history buff.
Whatever. I like history.
Carry guns.
Oh yeah. I carry guns all the time.
Okay.
The entire basement area, you think you're in a museum. How many cards? Your total collection?
About 2 to 3 million. Cards. There's 1 million cards right there I've never even looked at.
Jeez.
Never even.
I don't even know what's in there.
I spit out.
What's the point of that?
Yeah, that's just crazy. You're just begging for a house fire.
You know what's funny? I got past every one of those moments in my heart when you're younger that goes like, man, I probably threw away Mike Schmidt rookie cards and blah, blah, blah. And all my G.I. Joes, and I had the die-cast Star Wars shit. And I can't believe it. It's like, what the fuck would I have done with it? I'm like, go to trade shows and sit there with like an asshole. Like, anybody want my Han Solo frozen in carbonite?
The only thing I saved was starting lineups. And they're worthless. Worthless. And I didn't open them. I like made sure I saved them. I think I have like a Bo Jackson, a Joe Montana, a Jerry Rice.
Now here's the thing. It's kind of cool to have those.
Sure.
Because
maybe I'll put them up in an office.
You gave me a starting lineup, buddy, that I still own of Randall Cunningham.
I remember that. Yeah. That's when I found that. I found that on St. Mark's Comics.
Still have it. Love it. I'm not protecting it for future investment. I'm just like,
well, I am. My Roger Craig that I found the same day, I protect it. And I speak to it. Yeah, this is where, again, man, this is where he like acts like he's doing something bigger than he's just hoarding and collecting shit, but to him, the best part of Gerald Foos is he spins it into like making it seem larger than what it is.
Sure.
So like the voyeurism is just him jerking off.
Yeah.
Cause he saw his aunt's tits when he was 5. And then now.
But even that's an excuse.
Yeah, it's just like a pervert thing.
No, he's jerking off because he had access to watch people fuck.
But that was the motivator to get him.
And flip the coin, man. You're either the person who's going to go peek at that, or you're not going to. If my Uncle Gerald had a thing where you can go up in an attic and watch people fuck through a vent, I would have made excuses to go to Uncle Gerald's house.
Dude, that'd be so
I
good.
understand as an adult the immorality of that, and I wouldn't go to creepy lengths to watch somebody do something. However, if I walk by a garden apartment window and turn my head left and there's someone getting railed in the window, I'll peek for a couple seconds.
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Me and Ari Shafir watched a woman change her clothes 7 times on a roof. We were standing on a roof, on Wayne's roof.
Yeah.
And it's just like we were up there podcasting, literally, and like, it's just happening. I don't know.
Sony hack.
Fantastic. It was fantastic.
You're like, hey, up.
Yeah. I have no idea who it is.
I always do sensual dances when I change.
Yeah. Luring people into a place so you can do a thing. He goes beyond creepy. But that's what I'm saying. To put any kind of like, well, it was instilled in me from the time I was like, no. From the time you were whatever age you wanted to see pussies that weren't your mom's. You know what I mean?
Or your aunts.
Or listen, if you saw your aunt's pussy, I promise you take that as a win when you were a kid. Absolutely. Absolutely.
You're like, 100%. You know what? Close. We're going to call it. It's like a strike right on the line.
Can I poll the room on that? Am I crazy?
I think that's gross. I walked in on my aunt naked and bailed.
No, I think I'd bail too. She'd be so. Listen, I saw my stepmother when I was young. My first stepmother.
But that's different.
Naked, it is different. I understand, but I'm saying, well, it depends what kind of aunt it is, I guess. Too. I didn't have like an aunt that was like crazy close in my life, so I didn't really care. If like my Uncle Mark's wife, when I was younger, like if she was naked in the room and I saw, I'd be like, sweet, that was awesome.
This was blood relative, my mom's sister, and I was like,
Sure. Was she like older? It's a big thing
30s?
Too. Yeah, and you were like. Gross,
8?
I gotta get out of here.
9?
Well, 8 or 9 is pretty young.
I was just like, that's all I did.
I bet at 12 years old, you'd have taken that in a little bit more and be like,
Nah.
I'm not saying you're nonstop beating off to your auntie. I wouldn't put that on you.
Well, that's what Gerald Foose did.
Yes.
Gerald Foose just went
I'm
on
just
a
saying, but I understand, like, oh my God, I'm about to see my aunt naked in a window and like still kind of like in a window and just kind of peeking for a couple extra seconds. I mean, like, is that crazy?
Nah, maybe a little.
I have no interest in seeing my mother naked, my grandmother naked. The people that are close in my life.
So that's fine.
I don't care about seeing my sisters naked.
I think anything blood related, I'd be like,
I don't know if in that moment, to me, I would feel like it's more relationship, like actual relationship with somebody versus like the titled relationship.
I mean, maybe
outside of that,
if you stare too long, like when you look at the sun, you go blind. If you stare too long at an ant naked, you end up owning a motel where you jerk off to people's.
Well, I guess I'm lucky I never saw my aunt.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what. I got motel money.
Yeah, now you do. I go, Jay packed up the game?
I go fucking moved out to Aurora, man.
I go, dude, I swear to God, and I'm not even joking, he lives in Aurora. Like, after all that shit he said, I go, I don't know.
No shit.
I see him when I go out there and see my mom. I go stay at his place.
Look for the motel with the tallest roof.
Yeah, it's crazy. The doors are...
I gotta move. I'm not crawling around my belly like an idiot all the time. It's not gonna happen.
The doors, floor level... The roof, I don't know what it is. Because I'll tell you this, the ceilings aren't that high.
And that room is riddled with vents.
It looks like Magneto's prison. It's a bunch of bars on top.
It's just everything.
They give you the Hannibal Lecter prison cell.
The ceiling's made of two-way mirror. Is that odd?
Dude, that's perfect.
We'll come back to the Voyeur for sure. Don't worry. We're going to have so much Anita for you. All you can handle.
All your Anita needs
are going to be met. Do we have any plugs before we get out of here?
It's Lost Tapes. Go to bigjcomedy.com.
Yeah, go to dansoder.com.
Yeah, I'll be in Chicago, Nashville, and St. Louis. Where are you going to be?
I got Charlotte coming. Levity Live up in Nyack.
Oh, nice.
I got a bunch of fun stuff coming up.
Cool, dude.
Denver.
Ooh, Comedy Works. March. My mom can't see you. She's bummed.
Oh.
Trisha's going on a vacation finally. First time in fucking 19 years.
Very convenient, right on my shows.
Yep.
We were going to spend a magical night in the Manor House together.
Hey!
We like to be watched, Dan. I didn't want you to find out this way.
Crackle.
Catch you guys next time. Crackle.